Then why didn't you bring your father?
I understand.
Hold on.
Right.
Right. Hold it. You said your father is not here. Right. Your father is here. They're standing. That's a community. In our community, when we grew up, every child was our child. If I did something wrong in the block, my next door neighbor beat me and then told my mother, and I got another beating. That is a community. A community is when the Maasai tribe goes out and they go to war, they ask the question, how are the children? Because everyone, huh?
These are the children.
No, I didn't
fathers.
say that they are the children.
You
missed what I'm saying. I'm using a prototype, right? But you may be seated, thank you. I apologize for this moment. So I'm going to end this, okay? Because the work of the prophet is to turn the hearts of the fathers back to the children.
And do you feel you do that?
Turn the hearts of the fathers to the children?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You feel you do that?
And then the hearts of the children back to the fathers.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Then who are the children?
I've called prophets in this city.
Hold on. So who are the children?
The millennials?
No, nah. I'm gonna tell you something. I was just at an event, and I was the child because I was looking to my elders that was holding the space for it to grow. It has nothing to do with distinction of age. It has nothing to do with the distinction. It's the distinction of the space that is given. When you were on this panel on yesterday, you were the father because we were all submitting to your voice. You opened it up about reality and truth, and we trusted you. But we didn't trust you to go from among us and post that.
So the 7,000 plus people who were bitten and has swollen and fallen out.
Well, it's probably not 7,000 people. It stayed up 5 minutes.
Okay, only God knows how long it takes for cyanide to kill a
Larry
person.
Reed, listen, hold on. Larry Reed stole it. See,
I know.
So watch this. You put it up for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Right? Listen to me, saints. You post for 1 minute. You might say, oh, I only posted for 1 minute, Mama. I only told them that this only happened, but I took it down the next minute. You don't know who downloaded and snatched it, and it's going to repeat.
Right.
Right. Well, this whole conversation is going to be repeated.
We want this to be repeated because, but answer my question as we close, because he said we have to close and we have to close. So they're bitten, swollen, and fallen down. Are you going to send some serum to them? Are you going to clean this up?
We cleaned it. We took it down.
No.
A new word.
That's equivalent to insulting me on the front page and apologizing to me in the obituary section. And I think that this is a stage by God Almighty to bring accountability to all of us. We cannot operate like this. Cannot. The problems that we're having in the prophetic is being brought on from the people in the prophetic community. They're the troublemakers. They're the ones. And whoever those bishops were that did you wrong and got up under your skin and make you have a problem with so on and so like that, I'd like to be in relationship with you. I'm not that one. Sometimes when a person's in a relationship and they have a bad situation, a woman is dating a guy that's bad, and every guy that comes along, she remembers that we didn't do you. I didn't. And we want healing in that area if we can. For all of the folks who have come to this particular room, and you could hear it come up out of him. I trusted you with my life. I trusted you with my family. I trusted you with it. Now, him trusting anybody with anything is a move of God, because people have thrown all kinds of darts at this man of God. And so we really, really need to be sensitive when we're dealing with people. That's all I say. Yeah.
Okay, what would you like to say to the Prophetic College? Now, this is where you get the opportunity to create a new word, because your word gives you your relationship. Okay? So let me just go through this. Is that if I begin to take something on and I began to say, Bishop Bloomer was X, and now I look at it and says, you know what? Let me create a new word. I apologize, right, for doing X. You can count on me in the future to not only cover you, but to promote X of what you're doing. And this community can count on me for this. And then you, as the community and as the individual, hold them to that word. What make a prophet a prophet? What makes, forget prophet for a moment. What makes you you is your word, because you are the word that is made flesh. Okay, so you now have an opportunity, Prophet Joseph, to create a new word in your existence among this community.
I acknowledge the fact that what I did was, from a protocol perspective, out of order. And so I'm agreeing that I will come in and cover this community prophetically, and also assist if something
Why
happens
can't you
like that.
have opened up and said,
Hold on, hold
I
on, hold
agree
on,
that
hold
I
on.
started up, what I did was wrong.
Bishop, that this is powerful. When you give a real word, this community is going to get it, and it will move some to tears, because it will free them. But if you, he that covereth his sin, I'm not saying you're in sin, shall not prosper, it won't land nowhere. And it's almost like 7 demons come back and you'll be in a worse state, because you tried to sweep something clean but never got it clean. You have an opportunity. Pass out my book. Now I know why God told me to get that book. Get the book that I was going to give to everyone. Bring me a copy of it. Y'all looking at me like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Where's Caleb? He's missing. Where's the book? Run it down. Run it. I said run. Give me another one. Run it down. Run down another one. I just did this. This book has not been released. We're going to give it to everyone. I need one more. Radical forgiveness. When you get this, pass them out. When you get this, pass it out, but don't open it. When you get this, because you're going to need to generate his liberation. And he will generate the liberation of his community. That is if he really wants his community liberated. It cannot come out of the head. It's got to come out of the heart and wrench deep down into the soul. But you can't do that until you can own the moment. And when you do this, this place will flow with tears. If you reach it, but you got to reach into the place of that pain and speak from that space and become vulnerable in the moment. But the offense is the pain. But go ahead, just say it. Just go ahead.
I allowed my offense to put me in error. And for that, I request forgiveness from this prophetic community and from the host of this gathering in this meeting. And I'll do my best to make sure that others will not be offended when they come to these gatherings, and that we all can work together as a community no matter what our title is, no matter what our title is, no matter what our position is, no matter where we're from.
If you felt that coming from his soul, stand on your feet.